Welcome to Learning Japan. Today I want to talk about important tax reform about the cryptocurrencies. Right now, cryptocurrency income from selling the cryptocurrency is treated as a miscellaneous income and the progressive tax rate is applied. So in the highest cases, 55% of the taxes are imposed on the gain from selling cryptocurrencies. However, the Japanese government is finally going to change this rule. From 2028, the flat tax rate of 20% will be imposed on the capital gain from the cryptocurrency selling. Today, I want to talk about tax rule under the current situation about cryptocurrencies and what is the new rules about after 2028 and what types of the cryptocurrency is covered and taxed by the flat tax rate and what cryptocurrency will not be covered. And also I will talk about the schedule and what you have to do to protect your asset for the futures. So let me explain you about the current tax rule about the cryptocurrencies. As I said, the cryptocurrency, the gain from selling the cryptocurrency is treated as a miscellaneous income and the progressive tax rate is applied. Progressive tax rate means if your income is low, lower tax rate is applied, and if your income becomes higher, higher tax rate will be applied. Including the national income tax and residential taxes, the highest tax rate is 55%. And also there is no loss carry forward for the cryptocurrency. This is different from selling the stocks. The loss carry forward means if you make a loss first year, you can offset the loss with the second years or future incomes to save the taxes. Also, if you changed one cryptocurrency to the other types of the cryptocurrency, that is considered as you sold the cryptocurrency and purchased a new cryptocurrency. So for example, if you change the Bitcoin to the Ethereum, that means you sold the Bitcoin and realized capital gain and you purchased the Ethereum. And you have to pay the taxes for the capital gain. And even if you make a loss from the cryptocurrency, you cannot offset the loss with the other source of the income, such as salaries and real estate rental business, and also your business losses, business income. So I want to explain you about the important concept about the Japanese taxation. There is two types of the taxation method. One is a comprehensive, the other one is separate taxation. If it's a comprehensive taxation, you have to combine the income with the other income and appropriate and apply the different tax rate. For example, if you have an income from the cryptocurrency, even though if it's a small incomes, if your salary income is high, the highest tax rate will be applied because we determine the tax rate after you combine the income from the cryptocurrency and the salaries. So it's based on the total income. On the other hand, if it's a separate taxation, for example, capital gain from the stock or FX or real estate, it's a separate taxation. So you do not have to combine these capital gain with your salary income or business income. So even if your salary income is very high and you made a capital gain from the stock or FX or real estate, flat 20% of the tax rate will be applied for this capital gain, which is very good. The other important concept is offsetting the loss with the other types of the income. There is income or losses which can be offset with the others. For example, if you're doing your business and you made a loss of 10 millions and you have a salary income of 20 million, you can offset. Those two can be offset. Then your total income will become 10 million and you pay taxes on the 10 million. Same as real estate rental business, you make a losses of 50 million, salary income is 20 million, and your taxable income will become 5 million, so you pay taxes on the 5 million. But if you made the losses from the cryptocurrencies, you cannot offset with the other income. So even if you made 10 million of the losses, if your salary income is 20 million, you pay taxes for the 20 million of your salary income. So the loss from the cryptocurrency cannot be used to save your taxes. So let me compare the current rule and new rule about the cryptocurrencies. Because the separate taxation will be applied, under the new rule, flat tax rate of 20.315% will be applied, and there will be the loss carry forward for the cryptocurrency too. This is a good news. On the other hand, you cannot offset the loss from the cryptocurrency with the other source of the income. So this is the same. Let me explain you about the loss carry forward. Under the new rule, you can carry forward the loss from the cryptocurrency up to the next 3 years. For example, you made a loss of 3 million for the first year, 2028, but you made a profit of 1 million in 2029. You can offset this income of 1 million with loss carry forward of 3 million from 2028. And as a result, your taxable income will become 0. Then you pay no taxes for that. You can do the same thing for 2030s. In this example, you made 1 million, but you have a remaining loss carry forward of 2 million. Then there will be no taxable income and no taxes for 2030s. On 2031, you made 2 million of the income from cryptocurrency trade, and you already spent 2 million out of 3 million of the loss carry forward. So you offset the remaining 1 million with 2 million of the income, and your taxable income will become 1 million in 2031, and you pay taxes on this 1 million. However, when you use the loss carry forward system, you have to keep filing the tax return every year. Otherwise, you cannot carry forward the loss to the futures. And this is important point too. You cannot offset the loss from the cryptocurrency with the other source of the income. So you can apply the loss carry forward to offset the income from the cryptocurrency trade only. Here is the most important part. Not all cryptocurrency trade is subject to the 20% of the flat tax rate. So only specified cryptocurrency can be taxed at 20% of the flat tax rate. So what is specified cryptocurrencies? So specified cryptocurrency means like cryptocurrency sold on the licensed Japanese exchange. So if you sell your cryptocurrency at overseas exchanges, this new rule will not be applied. By the way, the Japanese licensed exchanges will report your annual income from the cryptocurrency to the tax office. So the tax office already know your information. So please please make sure to report all your income to the tax office by filing the tax return. So major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, 20% of the flat tax rate will be applied if you sell through the licensed Japanese exchanges. Also, ETF, which hold the specified crypto, 20% of the flat tax rate can be applied, and also derivative on the specified crypto, 20% of the flat tax rate will be applied too. On the other hand, if it is not specified cryptocurrencies, these will be treated still as a miscellaneous income, and the progressive tax rate will be applied. Also, if you sell the cryptocurrency through the overseas exchanges and decentralized exchanges and the person-to-person transfer, progressive tax, it will be treated as miscellaneous income. So the other income, such as staking, lending, and mining rewards, for these income, 20% of the flat tax rate will not be applied. The Japanese government already passed the necessary law about income taxes and finance, and this new law will be applied from the trade after January 2028. However, the detailed guidance and frequently asked question is not released yet. When the new law is made, usually the Japanese government or tax office release more detailed guidance or example and the frequently asked questions to define more detail, because the law itself will not explain about detailed cases. So these guidance and frequent asked questions will be released before the new law will be started usually. So what will be your next step? The first step is, if you want to apply the new tax law, please do not sell the cryptocurrency right now. If it's necessary, that's fine, but for the tax perspective, if you sell the cryptocurrency in 2026 or 2027, the current tax rate, progressive tax rate, will be applied. So if you want to apply the flat tax rate of 20%, you need to sell after 2028 January. And to calculate the correct acquisition cost, which can be deducted from the gain from selling the cryptocurrencies, you have to keep all the record of cryptocurrency trade in the past. And the detailed guideline or frequently asked question will be released by the Japanese government too, so you have to keep up with the new information always. And ideally, you can find a good tax accountant to support you. Today, I talked about tax reform about the cryptocurrencies. I hope you enjoy my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe and hit the good buttons. See you next time.